I'm Sunny.
And I'm Alizé, and last week we had a couple of people ask us to make something healthy for dinner. So we're going to show you something that we make all the time. So we're going to make a rotisserie hen tonight. It's not going to be turning like the ones you get at the Harris Teeter or at the food line and putting in the carrot, but it's going to be even better. And from that one hen, we're going to be able to make 3 different dinners. So tonight we're going to have the hen. And then tomorrow night we're gonna make a chicken pot pie, but not like your traditional thick crust chicken pot pie, but a really yummy, almost like Greek style chicken pot pie. And then the third night we're gonna make chicken noodle soup. So we love doing this. We always get a pretty big hen. So the one that we have for tonight is 6.75 pounds, and that feeds our family of 3, and this kid eats a lot, right?
What stuff?
You eat a lot of food in general, right? Because you're growing and you're getting
Big.
and
Strong.
big and strong. So this kid eats a lot. So this one hen feeds our family for 3 nights and then usually 2 lunches as well. So if you have like a bigger family, you might want to use 2 hens, and it's basically just put 2 hens in maybe a bigger pan. So this is what we're going to start doing first. Sunny, you're going to start peeling some carrots, so if you want to go ahead and start peeling carrots, and I'm going to cut up some potatoes.
This is how I peel carrots.
That's right. Good job. And we're going to cut up these potatoes. You can use any type of potato you want. We're just going to cut them up and put them on the bottom of the pan with some carrots, and then we'll add the hen.
You have to be careful for these because these can cut your finger off. So, your mama has to help you with this thing, like that. So let's see if I can throw this in the pan.
So I have rinsed off our hen, and we like to cook this upside down. This is what my mom always says, to cook it upside down. So that means breast side up. So this is what normally people cook it at. We're gonna do it this way so that this chicken stays nice and juicy. So we have all our veggies in here, and now we have like a couple of more ingredients to throw in here before we put it in the oven. But this is like a super easy recipe and something you can make for dinner. It takes like 10 minutes prep time and about 1 hour and 15 to 1.5 hours in the oven, and you have this like really great dinner, right? So Sunny here is getting the garlic ready. We're also gonna add some tomatoes.
Mom?
Yeah.
Can you, what is that, blood?
Well, that's the chicken butt, so who knows what's going on there.
Ew.
All right, come on, let's peel this garlic.
I can open that too.
So the most difficult part about garlic is peeling it, but with this recipe, we're gonna do it the way my dad does it. So what is this called when the skin's still on it?
Garlic.
Well, right, but what is qu'est-ce qu'il dit, Papa Poisy? L'ail en
Chemise.
L'ail en chemise. So that means the garlic still has its shirt on, but we're going to put it in here and it's just going to roast perfectly. So go ahead and get all the pieces of garlic, and it's great because then you don't have to peel it. You just stick it in there as is. And at the same time, we're going to add these like little tomatoes. And not only does it make it pretty because of the color of the red with the orange and the white from the potatoes and hopefully the golden brown of the hen, it's going to look beautiful and taste great as well. We have all of our veggies and the hen in there, and we're about ready to put her in the oven. Sunny, why don't you put a cup of water in there to make sure that we get all the juices we want. So this is important to have all these juices from this chicken because we're going to make soup out of it eventually, right? All right, and like I said, the oven's at 450 degrees, and like all French recipes, we're gonna add at least a half a stick of butter to everything we do, right? Try to get it in the container. Go ahead. It's probably good. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. All right, so we're gonna stick it in the oven at 450 degrees for 1 hour. And of course, like always, there's a pan in here.
Oh, Mom, should I put that in?
And then after 1 hour, we're gonna take it out and flip her around. And at that point, we're gonna go run over to our neighbor's house and steal some rosemary, like we always do, and stick some rosemary on there as well. All right, here it goes. All right, so we just pulled this hen out of the oven. I actually turned the temperature down from 450 degrees to 400 degrees because it was really hot in there. And this is where we turn her around, but we also want to move the veggies around, so we're gonna flip this around.
Oh, Mama, can you do that?
No, we don't want you to touch anything because it's super hot, right, Sunny?
Mom, but I can use this.
You can hold that. You're gonna put the rosemary in there that you got. And we're just gonna stir these veggies around just to make sure everything is getting the liquid that it needs to cook correctly. It looks great. It smells amazing. But it's not quite ready. It needs about 15 more minutes in the oven. All right, so go ahead and put that on top. Looking good. And we're gonna stick this in the oven for another 15 minutes and then we'll be ready. All right, let's check to see if our chicken is ready in here. She looks great, right?
Well, you see that little white thing? I think that's ready to take it out.
You think it's ready to pop out?
Yeah.
She looks golden brown and all the veggies look perfectly cooked. So what I've learned from our friend Pascal is if you take this hen and tip her over, if the juices that come out are clear, that means she's cooked. So she is cooked and ready to be served.
But let's take the white thing out.
Are you ready for dinner?
Yeah.
All right. Bon appétit.
Bon appetit.